Hello, Leo. Welcome to your ASMR mid-month, June 2020 crystal scrying. Or, as my husband likes to call it, scary crying. Your crystal scary crying video. So my crystal for this month, I'm going to be using this. It's a piece of labradorite. I'm trying to get the colors to show up, but I don't know if they are or not. It's tough for me to tell. The back actually seems to have like better refraction on camera than the front side. Obviously in person the front lights up a lot better, but it's just very difficult to get that to translate to digital. And then I also have a scrying oil this month that I'll be using, and that is blue lotus and argan and jojoba carrier. Blue lotus oil is very good as far as like psychic attunement, and I use it all the time, but I actually haven't used that much out of this bottle. I've had this bottle forever, so you really don't need that much of it. Alright, Leo. What is going on with you for June 2020? I'm gonna start out on the rough side. The world was so big and I was so small. Your voice was always the loudest of all. It's like a song from like the 90s. Don't even remember who does that song. Just some random indie song from the 90s. Your voice was always the loudest of all. It's just typical of Leos, I guess. Really didn't have to try so hard. That's like another line from that song. Gosh, I wish I could remember what it's called. Yeah, it's whatever, you know. You could listen to the replacements, probably the same effect, honestly. If I can figure it out, I might put it down in the description, but if I can't remember, I'm not going to bother. What else do I need to tell Leo about June 2020? This is the summer, this is like the summer of 69. Like, this is the summer you're going to remember for the rest of your life. And there's some schools of thought on that. Ryan Adams? Anyway, like Summer of 69 wasn't actually about summer of 1969. It was like the summer of 69. That's why you remember it so vividly. But this is going to be a very iconoclastic time for everyone, really. But I think it's going to affect Leos especially, because you really do well in the spotlight. And it's not necessarily like, I mean, it's like it's your time to shine, but that's gonna be different for everyone. Like, obviously, like with all the protests that are going on, a lot of you are going to go out there and really make a huge difference, and that's amazing and awesome. But I mean, there are like screwed up people out there who are Leos too. So like all the politicians, it's your time to shine. Like it's just going to be a really iconoclastic time for everyone coming together. And it was different in the 60s. I think there was like much more drug culture around like the hippies. But we're going to be seeing a lot of similar type resistance. A lot more like Occupy, like when the Occupy movement was going on at the turn of the millennium. God, I can't believe that was 20 years ago. I remember that, you know? But it's not too late. I'm hearing a voice like it's not too late. It's never too late to make a difference. Even if you're, you know, even if you feel like, well, I'm in my mid-30s. Well, nobody in their mid-30s now is going through the same things that our parents were when they were in their mid-30s, you know, like by the time my parents were the age that I am now, they already owned a home, and they had kids. And I have a kid, but he lives far away, and you know, like life looks completely different now for us than it did when people were in their mid-30s. Like a lot of people only lived to their mid-30s, you know. People were living longer now than ever before. But how long is that going to last? Sorry, my stomach twisted. So we're looking at this very big change that's going on. And even though Leo is a fixed sign, Leo is also a fire sign, and then it also depends on like what the rest of your chart looks like. Like I have a lot of Sagittarius in my chart, and then my rising is like Virgo rising, which is mutable earth sign. So I have some flexibility there. Fixed fire and mutable earth. But as far as Leo is strictly concerned, I feel like there's a tendency to embrace change, especially with Leo as a rising sign. Or, you know, like I said, depending on what else is in your chart. But something to be extra cautious about. What is it? What are you telling me that Leo needs to be extra cautious about? The support that you give, the support that you give to other people is what is going to be important. But you also have to make sure that while you are providing that support to others, that you are not depleting your own resources, and that you only give as much as you can afford to let go of, and not end up in a situation where you've overextended yourself, and then you don't have anything to give, you don't have anything to provide to other people, and you don't have enough to take care of yourself. But I mean, yeah, this is going to be like the big number at the climax of the Broadway musical that is your life for a lot of you. And then after this, you'll be established and it'll be like much smoother sailing. And it's not like all sunshine and roses, obviously. Like everything that's going on right now is like really screwed up. But it's been going on, and it's been like that for a long time. And so the fact that it's finally being addressed is what's important to the future, rather than, you know, the idea that, you know, it's like, well, underreporting will skew your data set, and you'll think, oh, well, things are a certain way, but actually they're much worse. But you don't know that if the accurate data isn't being collected. And so now we're getting more accurate reporting, and we're getting more accurate data. So does that mean that rates are increasing? Well, no, the rates could actually be decreasing, but it's just because the data is being accurately reported. Ideally, for a lot of these situations, you want the accurate reporting to be 0. But for you, Leo, this month, June 2020, and I think for a lot of the summer, you're really going to be coming into your element. Anybody who thinks that they need to put their life on hold for this is really missing out on a golden opportunity. So I hope you realize that. And is there anything else that I need to tell Leo about June of 2020? Is there anything else that I need to tell people who are sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign Leo for June 2020? My stomach kind of hurts, so just really watch your diet watch what you're putting in your body. That could just be a me problem, but you know, like, it's really easy when you get caught up into things to like not take proper care of your body. So just make sure that you're doing that. All right. Is there anything else that I need to tell Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign for, or love sign, Venus? Any more information for Leo signs for June of 2020? No, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me for your mid-month crystal scrying. If you enjoy what I do, please like, share, subscribe, leave comments down below. Coming up on my 500 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway of some kind for that, probably a free full reading video, personalized. Probably just one, but we'll see how I feel about it. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again soon.